to show you. I'm gonna do the social media post of the day. If you've been following Wake Up Real Estate, and the way that I'm doing these seems to be working. It seems to be getting a lot more interest and activity and attraction. And I thought it would be helpful. And it's also a perfect follow-up to Monday's conversation about free ways to get business right now. Okay, so I'm going to offer a list of multifamily properties. So Central PA multifamily income producing properties. I already created a short 10-second video on my phone. Literally, well, you'll see what the video looks like. I used my phone and I used CapCut, and it took me 2 to 3 minutes to make the little video. And maybe what I'll do first, I'll show this one that I posted earlier this week that generated 8 or 9 leads, of which I've already spoken with several of them. Okay, so this was Valentine's Day post. Looking for a sweetheart of a deal this Valentine's Day? Check out all the recently price reduced homes available right here in Central PA. And then it's just a link to KV Core, and it's set to require opt-in registration after they can look at 2 properties basically. And it's just this scrolling video. Now, I even screwed this up. This video was supposed to have music and a sticker. And when I made this post, I just grabbed the wrong video, but it's still working, so it's not a huge deal. All I did was I posted it and I shared it into 3 groups, and it got, like I said, at least 8. Actually, well, we can look because I set up a specific tag for it. So I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to make the post and share into the groups. And maybe even if it would be helpful, maybe I'll even show how I'm making the videos too, if that would be helpful. And I'll just make the next one, the one that I'll use, that I'll post like Saturday morning or tomorrow sometime. So first thing to do, KV Core lead engine. Actually, before I even do this, I'm just curious for myself to verify. It's not a huge deal, but let's see how many free leads this generated. And they're not always, sometimes it's crickets. Okay, so, but it's the consistency of doing it that as much as anything. This one may have worked a little bit better because I weaved in, some tongue-in-cheek Valentine's Day references. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 9. And two of them actually weren't new leads. They were returning leads. They were already in and they registered again for some reason. Okay. And I think, yeah, all of these have been dispoed. Some of them we appended data to. Wendy, I'm already working with. And Carmela, I'm somewhat working with. Her time frame's a little bit, she's a little dodgy or a little bit all over the place. And I've been playing phone tag with Janet. So good activity. All right, I'm going to go to lead engine. I'm going to go to IDX squeeze page. I'm going to choose my URL, and I'm going to do location, which I could just draw on the map. You know what? Maybe I'll just draw on the map as an example to show you guys that as well. Whoop. Let me.
Hey, Josh, I don't mean to interrupt. So you say like those leads that you had there, those are people that just opted in or clicked on to take a look at that, correct?
Yeah, they clicked over from the post.
Okay.
Looked at some properties.
Okay.
And then they were prompted to.
So those are the signups or whatever. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, those are people that, and some of them, all they did was enter their email. Some of them I got phone number as well. Some of them we had to go and sort of skip trace to find their name, right? Some of them would, you know, but it was nine total. Let's see here. I'm going to go multifamily. And that's it. I'm going to go source Facebook, hashtag Central PA multi. And I'm going to leave the default to 2 to allow to view 2 before forcing registration. And now I've got my short link. Now I could just use this short link, and maybe I will, but I also could, well, and actually I'm going to do this because I've got it. I might as well use it. I'm going to go, we've got Rebrandly. I'm going to make a Rebrandly link under my Josh VIPs URL or domain. While this is loading up, I've made 5 or 6 of the calls following yesterday, the scripting that I shared yesterday. I've only had a live conversation with one of them. She's having double knee replacement in a month, so she's not looking to do anything for probably a year, but it was a very delightful conversation. The rest of them, I left a voicemail, and I either sent them an email follow-up following the process in there, which is right here, which we can get in the chat again, or if they were subscribed to text, I also sent them the text, basically saying, hey, I just left you a voicemail with a question, let me know. That's it. Here's the other reason why it's nice to use Rebrandly. You can see here that 125 clicks, although I think that's tracking it in KV Core now too. So I'm going to create the Rebrandly, but then I'm going to go and look there. So I got 9 leads from 125 clicks, which actually isn't great, but I mean, it's free. And it took me all of maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to go Josh VIPs, and the slash is just going to be multifamily. So now I've got my short URL, which I'm going to use for the post. But before I forget here, history. Yeah, if you click on history, no, it doesn't tell you the traffic, but it is saving them now, which is nice. But previously it wouldn't save those pages. Okay. All right, let's go back to here. So I am going to start. Well, I got to switch to managing the page as the page. I basically have to switch over. Now, I did make this last one on my mobile device for whatever that's worth, but I'm going to show it, you know, how to do it on the laptop right now. I'm going to choose photo/video. I airdrop the video from my phone to here. Yep, that's the one. And it happens a lot faster on the phone, but I'm sure it's because we're on Zoom and live streaming this. You know what? Maybe it's not going to cooperate. Why don't I do this? I wanted to show on my phone anyway. Let me show how I'm doing it on my phone, because it's even more convenient to do on the phone. Oh no, it popped up. I'll share my phone how I'm making the videos there, since it at least populated. So I'm going to post the URL here, and I want to go and grab all of my hashtags, which the phone has a nice little hack where you can create groups of hashtags in the Meta app that you can just you one click and post them in there, which is nice. So grab the hashtags here. Go back over here, put them at the bottom. I'm going to use a little emoji to point at the URL. Try to. There we go. Oh, is it doing that? Huh. Cooperate. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to say, I'm going to add some emojis at the beginning. I'm going to do the thinking face and the bag of money face, or the a bag of money. Looking for your next, or maybe your first cash flowing multi.
Hey, Josh, for looking, maybe you should put the googly eyes.
Ooh. I'll put the googly eyes. Actually, they look like they're looking the other way, so I'm going to put it at the end. Whoop. Too many.
It would be even better if, like, when they're looking at the eyes look like they're following them, you know?
Yeah. Check out all available multi-family income properties. Check out all available here. Is multifamily, is it supposed to be a dash? I guess so. I mean, it's telling me that that's a misspelling. So multifamily income.
We have Muttley family,
What's that?
Muttley family.
Oh, that's why. Muttley. Reason to put that down there. Okay, so I could add a get messages. I could do a check-in. I could use more. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go ahead and post. And you may get some, you may get some organic activity just from the post. Like if you have, if you have a decent amount of followers, etc., you might get some from that. But more than likely, you're going to have to do something to spike the organic engagement. So whether it's sharing it to your personal profile, I gotta get this. This is from February, and it's saying 2022. So I need to remove this from featured. Unpin. And you know what? I'm going to pin. I'm going to refresh here because looks like it's taken a minute to upload, because even though it's a short video, it's still still takes a minute. There it is. So it's populated now. I'm going to hit the dots here. All of this would go way faster if I wasn't explaining and if this wasn't taking forever. I promise when I'm doing this normally on the Meta app, the Meta Business app on my phone, all of this can take literally 10 minutes. So we're gonna go. All right. So I need to, in order to share to groups. Well, actually, you know what? I think I might belong to a couple of groups as my page, which is kind of like a weird thing that can happen. But I go to share to a group. And actually there's some groups. Yeah, okay, so I can actually share to a couple of groups here. All right, so I'm gonna share to there. And I'm gonna put some emojis at the top here. So I'm gonna do those. Share there. I'm going to end up sharing probably to 5 groups because 2 or 3 of them are my groups and they have not that many people in them. And I want to share to some that I don't own or I'm not the creator of, because that'll help get some more exposure. Okay, so I'm going to go again here, share to a group. I'm going to go this one here. I promise this does not normally take this long. I don't, it's the live streaming. It should take literally a second or less. So share to a group. What I'll do is I'll show you. So all of those I shared as my business page, as Josh Schoenly eXp Realty. But unless your page belongs to the groups, which you can do, you can join groups as your page. When you go and find a group or groups, you can choose to join them as your page. And maybe I'll show that in a minute too, where you join groups and you can choose. But for me to share to a bunch of other groups that I belong to, I need to change the profile that I'm sharing from. So I need to choose my personal profile. And when I do that, it changes the way it interacts here for some reason. So it's going to load it up in a different fashion, which is totally fine. And I'm going to start by liking it. So I've liked it as myself. I'm going to go share. That's letting me know that I'm interacting now as my personal profile, not as the page. And share to a group. Whoops. Share to a group. And I don't know. Well, I could share to an investor group. There's some investor groups. In fact, I'm gonna go investor. So I've got Central PA investors. There's also a Pennsylvania real estate investor. I'm going to choose that one because I don't share to that group very often. And I'll just post it in there. Okay. Now I can also, and what I would typically do, I have some other pages that I am the owner of. So I share those to those. I could share it to my personal profile. But any leads that are generated from that obviously are free. And so that's a perfect tie-in, or at least that relates to Monday's topic. Questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas? And by the way, so a couple of things. So I'm going to do, here's what I'll do in a minute, unless we have objections or other info. I'm going to I'll show you how I'm creating the videos. And the idea here is just pick something curated list, right? It's going to start to get warmer here. So I'll probably do this for pool homes. The one from Tuesday that worked so well was just recently price reduced homes, new construction homes. In fact, I made a video. I'll show it here in a minute here. Actually, I made a video like that for one of our agent partners in Florida that, oh, what? I had to download and install. I'm not going to be able to share my phone, apparently. I have to update something. That's going to take too long. Wait a minute. I was mirroring it earlier. Hold on. Let me try something else here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is a, I just made this one for one of our agent partners in Tampa. We're using that for an ad. Okay, so I need to escape there. Turn off mirroring. I forgot that I need to get the link for all right. So I'm going to go here back to KV Core, buying Central PA, start building. This time I'll show you. I'm just going to choose like the counties that I'm going to pull these up for. I'll just leave it like that for now. I'm going to go land and FB, Central PA land. Leave it at 2. Oh, I got to hit enter there. Central PA land, generate, and copy this. And now I can open it up on my phone. So hold on, let me mirror my phone back here. So then I paste that into my web browser. And then I use, now I could filter it. So it's currently filtered for days on market. I could filter it for price lowest to highest. I could filter it by ones that have had reductions. I'll just filter this one by lowest to highest. And I'm using an iPhone. I'm going to use the recorder on my iPhone. Microphone is off. Ah, crap. I can't do that while that's annoying. All right, so I'll have to stop I'll stop the mirroring and I'll record it. And then I'll show you how I'm editing it with CapCut. Okay, so that's literally how long I took to edit it. Turn the mirroring back on. So the first thing I'm going to do is edit the actual video, because when you're doing the screenplay, oh no, why is it doing that? Oh, it's airplane. I was confused, which is not all that uncommon. So I'm just going to clip it down a little bit. I'm going to click done, save video. Oh, I also want to, I like to trim it a little bit so it's a little cleaner looking. Done. CapCut. I'm adding the video to CapCut, and all I've been doing is adding a little sound. I like happy, or that's one of the ones. I use that one a lot. I turn the volume down to like 15 or 14. You got to trim that. You got to delete that. The CapCut adds their little watermark at the end. You have to trim down the audio to match the length of the video. Then hit back, stickers, and I don't know. The one limitation here, and maybe you get more of them with, I don't know, did they have a paid version or something? Like I want to just, I don't know. I want something, the stickers are slightly limited for CapCut. Is anybody using?
Yeah, but
CapCut?
you can scroll sideways because there's a lot more.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah, but there's, yeah, it's still not that many. But you can even put your own images. So I could put, you know, my silly, you know, the image that I have of my son, the goofy image that I've been using as my profile picture. I could put that there. I don't know. I could put, you know what? I'm gonna, let me see here. I'm gonna put, I'm gonna drop this, and you can kind of read. Oh no, how do I? Whoops. Twist it. Yeah. I'm just gonna put an arrow towards the arrow towards my QR code, just to point people at the QR code in the video. I don't know if that'll do anything or not, but whatever. Just to have some kind of movement, some kind of sticker, you know, movement activity kind of thing. Because that, yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of movement on it. Anyway, that's literally it. So now if I play it, and then I just export it, zippity doo dah. So that one I'm going to use tomorrow or the next day. Now, I am fairly confident that if you are on a shoestring budget, if you're struggling, whatever, and you did that 3 times a week for the whole year, you could, I'm pretty confident you could build a database of 500 to 1,000 people in a year just doing that. Just doing that. And then following up and following through with them, whether it's the call script that I shared yesterday, sending them video messaging to introduce yourself, and all of that costs you nothing. Oh, I did mention groups. So if you go to facebook.com/groups, and I've got about 10 more minutes before I gotta regroup and get ready for a noon training session. If you search groups and search, just pull in, search for your city or your county, you know, something locally specific. I don't know why it said nothing there at first. For example, this one has almost 9,000 members. I choose that. I can join. Now, I don't know why it's saying these 2 pages are my only other options. I have no idea why. But I can join as my profile, or I could join as a page. Let me see if this one gives me, that one didn't even give me the option. So some of them allow you the option to join as your page versus your personal profile, and some don't. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is. Buy nothing. Contact. Buy nothing. Why are they calling it buy nothing? I don't really understand that, but whatever. I'm trying to find one. Okay. No. Mechanicsburg, Cumberland Valley, Pennsylvania neighbors. I live in Cumberland Valley, so yeah, I don't know why is it giving me these options? I have no idea, but anyway, I have joined some groups as my Josh Schoenly eXp Realty page. I don't know why it's showing those for me now, but